Did I really just hear him say that? Did number 7 really just say that? Man, y'all gotta hear this. Wow. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Papa Benny. Man, I got a little bit of Dallas Cowboy news today. I'm not gonna be here too long. Happy New Year. I'm glad you tuned in. Happy New Year. 2026 is here. A lot of people were complaining. Personally heard a lot of people not too happy about 2025, and they were looking forward to some good things happening in 2026. But then when the clock struck 12 and we moved on over, they still had the same things happening in 2026 that was going on in 2025. I don't know how people thought that problems and issues and life takes a break when the calendar changes. I would think is to learn how to just get along with it all. I don't have my Dallas garb on. I do have if you need to see something with Cowboys, I got a plethora of hats up there if I wanted to put one on, but I'm feeling more patriotic today. I'm feeling like a Christian today. So I don't know how you spent your New Year. I spent my New Year at my job. We actually had a guest singer, performer, Ty Tribbett, and maybe you heard of him, maybe you haven't. He's a gospel singer. Actually, he's my favorite gospel singer beside a performer besides Doc Pearson. I said that last week that he was the one guy outside of Doc Pearson that yeah, that's my man. So I was glad to be able to work that. I didn't go into the concert actually view it. I was working. I saw every minute of it. I mean, I have to because I work in the production department. So I'm a shader. I told y'all about that before. I'm not going through that again. The reason I'm here, oh yeah, don't y'all forget that Romans 10:9 is right there. Good save. Remember that. Remember that. We're gonna talk about Jesus a lot this year. But the reason I'm here today is because of Trevon Diggs. Trevon Diggs have left the Dallas Cowboys. He is now a Green Bay Packer, and I don't know who's upset about it. We're all happy for him. I think it worked out for him. Just like I'm happy for Micah. And I told a friend of mine, man, I should have had him come in tonight and speak. A friend of mine named Jaden, he's a Green Bay Packer fan. When they acquired Micah, I told him at the same time, I said, man, y'all need to come get Trevon Diggs. Y'all need to come get Trevon because Trevon and Micah like that. That's his boy, man. And I think Trevon was missing him. I'm gonna play his entire uh interview, and I'm gonna talk about points in it because it's something he says around the 6 minute mark that I don't get. He Well, you just gonna have to stick around and see. You just got to stick around the 6 minute mark, and then after that, we're gonna look at a very short excerpt of Dak Prescott's press conference, and he was referring to George Pickens because we're gonna try to re-sign George Pickens. All Cowboy fans want Jerry Jones to re-sign George Pickens. The funny thing is this, though. George Pickens, Trevon Diggs, Micah Parsons all have the same agent. Jerry Jones, you and Micah had an issue and with the agent thing, and now Trevon changed to Micah's agent. Trevon is, man, that's just Micah's boy. I understand having your boy, and being young, both y'all millionaires, and he liked them. Trevon liked Micah, so he really wanted to be with Micah. It ain't nothing funny about that. I mean, I got best friends. Well, my real best friend has passed on, but his brother's still around. And the guys that I grew up with, we have a chat that we a group chat that we all belong to. We talk to each other. We never had feelings for each other, but we love each other. And that boy loved Micah Parsons, man. And you're gonna see. Hey, he lights up whenever he talks about him. But there's nothing funny there. There's nothing crazy there. I know in 2025 or 2026, all this pause and all this stuff going on. But anyway, let me pull this up real quick. Sit back and watch this thing.
Like the last 24, 36 hours for you?
Different. It's been a change.
I hope you can hear that.
A little hectic, but just adjusting to it and, just ready.
What kind of opportunity is this for you?
It's a wonderful opportunity. I'm thankful, for the organization to give me the chance. And, I'm ready to come here and help win games.
When did you find out? How did you find out? What was the reaction?
Found out yesterday. I was with my kids. We were all in the house. I found out yesterday. I was about to take them to Dave & Buster's. And then they called, it's like, you got to get on the flight. I was like, oh, all right, can't go to Dave & Buster's. So, it was a good moment that, I shared with them, and I was super excited.
What level of player do you think you are right now at this point in your career?
I still feel like I'm the best.
How soon did you get in contact with Mike?
Why shouldn't he feel like he's the best? He was the best for a little while.
After you found out that you're going to be joining him up here?
Right away. Yeah, I called him right away. He was super excited for me, super happy for me. We have a great relationship, our families, our moms, everyone's real close. So, it all worked out.
What did he tell you about the pathway and Green Bay and everything that's being Packers?
He told me, it's work. It's a lot different. He said I'm gonna like it a lot and I'm gonna enjoy it. And so far I've been enjoying it a lot. My first day was out there today, and I had a lot of fun. And it's a great thing to be here.
I don't know if he was trying to take a slight at us. I don't know if he was just saying it. I don't know if it's just because it's true. But he said it's work. What? When you was here in Dallas, it wasn't work? And I say here because I'm really in the DMV. I'm not in Dallas. I'm a Dallas fan. But when y'all hear me saying this, I'm talking from the aspect of a Dallas fan. It wasn't work then? My goodness.
Play Sunday? Can you play Sunday?
Yeah.
What's this process like of learning a new defense on the fly late in the season?
Everything is. I'm not gonna say everything is the same. It's just different terminology that I have to learn. The same covers are the same coverages. It's just different languages and different terminology. I feel like that's just gonna be the tough part.
Do you feel like you have to prove anything to whoever about the level of player you are to get back to that all-pro level?
I think I'll just be myself, be who I know I am, go out there and perform, and everything will take care of itself. I'm not chasing accolades. I'm not chasing anything. I'm chasing, being a better me, being better every day, helping this team win.
Is there any degree of just relief that you were out of Dallas and into a new situation?
Change is change. I'm focused on, moving forward. It's crazy that happened at the beginning of the new year. So, I just want to keep everything behind me and just move forward and focus on what's now.
I think that was probably about the most honest thing he said. Because if you looked at his face and his body language when they was asking him about putting up with the change from Green Bay to Dallas, I don't understand why he say it's kind of crazy it happened at the new year. I mean, boy, don't you know change happens at the new year? Everybody looking for some type of change. And if you listened to me earlier, you'd have heard that some people were disappointed because it didn't change. But yeah, it changes. And he's going to say something else. Let me go ahead and play this. I got a few points in here where I'm going to stop it.
What did Derek Ansley teach you about playing cornerback 8 years ago or whatever?
Wow, I feel old. Ansley, he's a great guy. He had me when I first switched over, so it's great to be back with him, and I'm ready to learn.
Is there something to be said, too, about a fresh start, starting somewhere new? What kind of opportunity can that do for, you having never experienced something like that?
It feels good, I want to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, being somewhere that, I've never been before, just starting over, starting fresh, just a clean slate and just working and keep my head down and just working.
I think he needed a clean slate. I think that part is true also. He's just a kid, man. I don't know why we think these young men with all this money are supposed to make well informed uh, uh, um, uh, decisions when they're still developing. And then they got a lot of pressure on them because they got money. They can do what they want to do. It kind of gives them a feeling that most of us never felt. So we got to get a boy, give him a break. Micah, I put down here, Micah was the reason. I truly believe Micah's the reason this boy is out of Dallas. I believe when we traded Micah, it broke his heart. I really believe that the boy ain't been the same a year before that. Now he's coming through rehab. He was acting up all through rehab. Then he got out on the field. He started complaining because, man, look, I do man. I'm a man cover man. I'm not a zone cover man. I don't know. I mean, he complained about Eberflus. All of us complained about Eberflus. I can't. All of us complained about Eberflus and his zone. But listen to man. I think Micah Parsons the reason this boy John. Just keep listening.
It was help being with him again.
Yeah. McKinney's a great guy, great pro. He do everything the right way, especially when we was in school. He was doing everything the right way, and I'm gonna be right next to him every day. So
you know this business, like you're still under contract for a couple more years. Do you view this as it's just an audition for 31 other teams, and you're only going to be here for a couple weeks, or how do you view kind of how long you want to be here? I guess
I want to be here as long as they want me to be here, for sure. I like it here a lot. I got relationships here already, and I would love to call this place home.
He been there one day. And he already said that I want to call it home. I got relationships already. I want to be here as long as they want me. One day. And he's ready to stay there forever. Or is he? Or is he just saying this? Come on, Trevon.
To see, the guys that like X and Micah, to see what they were accomplishing since they've been here in this system. How much comfort does that kind of give you to be a part of a system like this?
Yeah, it gives me a lot of comfort. I know those guys' playmaking ability. I know with my playmaking ability, plays will be made, and success will be had. So, I'm excited to, join this team. They was already rolling, on fire. So, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
From a health standpoint, was the concussion really bad, and had you ever been through anything like that?
Nah, I haven't been through anything. That was my first one, so it was kind of different for me. But, I'm healthy now. I feel good. I'm ready to go.
That was another funny thing. He had a concussion from some home accident. They asked him, had he ever been concussed before? And he's like, no, that was the first one. I'd like to hear him explain the concussion because I don't think he had one. I really don't. I don't know. But I like to hear him talk about his concussion because they left us in the dark and they never really told us what really happened. They never told us what really happened.
How difficult has it been to block out all the noise over the last few months?
Look at his face. The guy asked him, how hard has it been to block out the noise, leaving Dallas and coming here? Look at his face, man. Look at his face. Just keep looking.
It's been a challenge, but
I think he's telling the truth right here too.
Being around my family, being around my kids, being around people that genuinely just care about me.
Oh, that's a big statement. Did you hear that? Wait, let me play that again. Let me back that up again. Listen.
It's been a challenge, but being around my family, being around my kids, being around people that genuinely just care about me, like my friends and stuff. It's been helping a lot, and
the boy sounded like he was homesick. The boy sounded like he didn't have a friend in the world. And the Dallas Cowboys are claiming that they have this great brotherhood and all this stuff going on. but yet you got one boy, one man right there. If you listen to him, he felt like he wasn't around people who cared. And this whole thing happened when he decided to stay back in DC after they just beat down the Commanders. He asked, could he stay in DC? They told him no. You got to fly back with the team. He didn't fly back with the team. He stayed in DC. He went to somebody, Shy Glizzy or somebody's concert, but he was with his boys, he was with his family, and he felt like he was around people who genuinely cared for him, and we beat these people up. I can understand his feelings on the inside. I don't think the way he handled it was right, but he's a youngin'. He's a youngin' with a bunch of money. He probably said some stuff like, no, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, especially when he was home. Man.
I'm finally happy that, I'm just somewhere where it's just a fresh start, and, I can just work.
All the interceptions, breakups you've had in your career, sir. What's the secret to making that production?
Just working, work.
How close is your friendship been with Micah besides being teammates?
Yeah.
How did that grow?
As soon as the first day he got to Dallas, we was in camp, we kind of locked in. I see what kind of player he was. I see, he's a dog. He wants to work hard. He feels like he's the best player always. So, just that drew me to him, and we just had a relationship ever since then. That's one of my good friends. He's someone that was helping me out through, this process, just talking to me through things, just mentally, and, just being there for me. That's one of my good friends. I appreciate him a lot for that.
Trust.
Yeah.
Was there any advice that you gave him? I know he was obviously there for you when you went through your injury.
Yeah.
And obviously now with him on the other
Yeah,
side.
of course. As soon as he came home, I went to go see him, check on him, see how he's doing. He's in good spirits, and, I'm excited for him to his journey. He came to check on me last year when I was down in Florida, which meant a lot to me. Like, you just coming out your way to see how I'm doing, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So, that took a lot from him, and, it means a lot to me. So I'm for sure gonna be there for him every step of the way.
Yeah, I heard that, right? I mean, the boy really, I'm telling you, man, he needed somebody that he could confide in. He needed somebody he could talk to. And the boy he meshed with Micah Parsons. And so now they're on the same team again. Except Michael's hurt. He won't be playing, but he said he can play. Now he can ready to say something. We're coming up on our sixth. We're coming up. Here we are. We're at the 6-minute mark. So this question right here, this is what caught my ear and made me even do this. I wasn't even going to stream today. I'm sitting here trying to study for the Word of God, study the Bible for tomorrow's Bible study. I mean, not Bible study, but tomorrow's service. And I was just listening to him, and I stopped it. I'm like, what did he say? Hold on. Yeah, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it. Here you go.
We talked to Michael when we got here about playing for 3 different defensive coordinators, over a very short period of time. What has that meant for you, and where do you think you really excelled, or what system do you think is best for you?
I feel like, I can excel in any system, as long as the proper coaching is there, getting good coaching and stuff, you can learn anything, you can learn any system. And I feel like that has helped me having different coordinators, I'm learning different systems, learning different things from everyone. So,
This guy. This guy's whole problem with Dallas is the system of Eberflus. He said he think he can learn any system. Y'all seen him this year in Eberflus system getting burnt, fried chicken, everything else. That boy like burnt toast out there. People running past him, everything. That boy Neighbors for the Giants cooked them. He cooked them. Microwaved them. And he says that he think he could learn any system. He went to the DC and was complaining because he didn't like his system. I play man. I don't play zone. Someone told me today that Green Bay plays 80% zone. but he's happy to be there. This is what my jaw dropped. Every time I hear it, it drops. Oh, I gotta hear it one more time. Let my jaw drop one more time. I gotta hear him say this.
I feel like, I can excel in any system, as long as the proper coaching is there.
Proper coaching. Y'all hear that? He's just cutting Dallas up. Eberflus, do you hear him? He said, I could have excelled in your system with the proper coaching. With the proper coaching, man. This right here, to me, this is gold. For me to hear this from a young man that's it. Plus, the Diggs, you see what his brother going through. The Diggs are temperamental. They to me, a microcosm of the new male on this earth. Not the ones from my era, but the new males on this earth who are just a little bit sensitive and they need a little more coddling than we did. But there were some of us who needed it back then, but they weren't getting it because it was such a hard world. The world was hard. Basketball was hard. Baseball was everything. Hockey, man, soccer, you was going to get busted up playing. So even at home, being a little boy and the things that you can't cry. You can't have feelings. All that stuff, man. Some of it was good. Some of it was very bad. This boy right here needed somebody in his corner with him. He didn't feel like he had anybody in his corner with him. But the Cowboys say, oh, we got the great brotherhood. And this boy say he can play in the system. With the right coaching, ain't that something? Boy, I tell you. Trevon Diggs, I hear you.
Getting good coaching and stuff. You can learn anything, you can learn any system, and I feel like that has helped me having different coordinators. I'm learning different systems, learning different things from everyone. So, I think it's helped, and I'm ready to adjust and ready to get to work.
Are you staying with him until you maybe find a spot to stay? Does he have a spare room? I don't even know if he has a full-time house here yet.
Yeah, he do. He said I can crash at his place, and he said I can have one of his cars too. So.
Dallas, what did it mean to the Packers to have that vote of confidence in you that they wanted to bring you in and
this is this one?
Yeah, it meant a lot. It shows that they believe in me. Like I believe in myself. So I'm ready to show what I can do.
He didn't feel like the Cowboys believed in him. They didn't. There's a lot of fans who don't believe in him. I do. I liked him. I just mentally he just need to grow up. But I liked the boy. When he was at Alabama, I loved him. When we got him, I was so happy. Then when he tied Everson Walls, I love Walls. He tied Everson Walls' record with interceptions. Come on, man. I thought this boy was, hey, we got something. Wow.
Can you kind of take us through the last 24 hours, starting with, we have a Dave & Buster's, by the way. That's good news. Yeah. But can you kind of, did you call and tell Micah that you were coming here, or did he know already? Can you kind of take us through kind of chronologically?
Yesterday, I was talking to my agent. He was talking to me, called me, and he said, "You going to Green Bay?" And then I called Mike immediately, and he was just ecstatic. He was so pumped, and it was a beautiful feeling. Honestly, it just felt like a relief. It just felt like a fresh start. So it felt really good. I'm always cherish that moment.
So, what time did you get to Green Bay? You get here last night, or did you get here this morning?
I got here last night around 9. Got back to the hotel around 10. I flew into Appleton.
You're learning.
Yeah, I flew in there and checked in my hotel and just calling my mom and calling everyone. It was just, I was happy.
Yeah, welcome to the big city. When Matt asked you about the fact that they took on your contracts, you're not just stepping into an opportunity to prove yourself. You're stepping into a team that still thinks it can go to a Super Bowl even without your friend.
Good question. Good question.
What's that like to be injected into that, especially after the Cowboys were eliminated from playoffs?
It's been a great feeling. You know, I get to go to playoffs, so you know that's exciting, and I get to help this team win. You know, like I said, they believe in me.
Playoffs.
You know, I believe in myself, and you know I'm ready. It's going to be fun.
This is a team that's been facing a lot of adversity recently. Just what sort of immediate impact do you hope to have on it?
Just helping the team win, turnovers, you know, excelling defense as much as I can, being the best version of me, and, you know, just helping out.
I know you're.
Let me being a cornerback, what's your best friend on defense? Somebody who can put pressure on the passer. Somebody who can make that pass and get rid of that ball quick. Somebody who can make that pass, get off his spot, and maybe don't pass it accurately. And this boy is a gambler. He likes to jump routes. He likes to take the ball. He likes to take it the other way. That's why him and Michael Parsons work good together. Now, he still got to come back from his injury. Not Micah, but him. We don't know if he could still play. If the rumor is he can't turn and run. And for people who know football, if a cornerback can't turn his hips and run, they're gonna bake him. Deion Sanders in his let me say his senior moments as a cornerback, after the turf toe when he was playing in DC, Deion couldn't turn and run. Deion could run, he couldn't turn and run. How many touchdowns did Deion Sanders score for the Washington whoever's they was then? I don't think it was any. When he was with the Dallas Cowboys, he turned and ran. That boy, he scored a lot for us. He scored a lot for the 49ers. He scored a lot for the Falcons. He didn't score, I don't know about Baltimore either, you know, because he couldn't turn and run. If Diggs can't turn and run, Diggs isn't going to be any good. Maybe at a safety or something, because Diggs, I'm going to tell you one thing he does have. He has exceptional ball skills. He's a ball hawk. He has exceptional ball skills. Exceptional ball skills. So let me see. We're almost done with him and Dak. We almost out of here, y'all.
Looking ahead, not back. Yeah, but
I know I haven't said this. If y'all can hit the like button and please subscribe, share the video. We got to do better with this algorithm. I'm not doing well because I don't hit the right days, like New Year's, come in and right after the game. And man, I'm old. I'm tired.
So moving ahead, are you going to not do any more do-it-yourself projects? No more installation of TVs? Anything like that? Are you retiring from that?
Yeah, I won't be doing that no more. I'm going to TaskRabbit.
Yeah, I heard that right. They were asking him about when he had that concussion and doing home things. Let me back it up some. See.
Anything like that? Are you retiring from that?
Yeah, I won't be. And being the best version of me, and you know, just helping out.
I know you're looking ahead, not back. Yeah, but so moving ahead, are you going to not do any more do-it-yourself projects? No more installation of TVs? Anything like that? Are you retiring from that?
Yeah, I won't be doing that no more. I'm going to TaskRabbit.
What ties have you been a part of in your NFL career?
Ties.
I never heard of TaskRabbit. What is that? Like somebody who come out and do odd jobs for you at home? They do it quick because it's a rabbit, and they do the task. They do the task quick because it's a rabbit.
My first one.
Did you get Micah's jerseys framed already? Is it already like hanging somewhere?
It's hanging. I got it.
I want y'all to check out Dak because this is this is what Dak told George Pickens when it comes to negotiating with them Joneses, because y'all know Jerry Jones them crazy. I don't know if y'all see if you was a Cowboy fan, you know that when he had Zeke and he was trying to negotiate with him, they always degrade their players. They did it to Tony Romo, they did it to Michael Irvin, they did it to Zeke. They did. The one person they didn't do it to was Jason Witten, but they did it to Dak Prescott. They did it to CeeDee Lamb, and if they tried, they did it to Michael Parsons. He couldn't take it. But so this is the advice that Dak gave George, because he's like, get ready to go through something you ain't been through. It's coming. Hold on.
Given your success in talking with Jerry Jones about contracts and seeing what happened with Micah this past year, what is your advice to George Pickens as he enters, free agency for the first time after this week?
I'll give it to George. And one, just don't let it get personal. At the end of the day, this is business. Both sides are going to want negotiations. I mean, honestly, me and Jerry's wasn't pretty at all, right? And wasn't talking to him for some time. And I remember I went and signed, and we went in there, and he told me that, right? Like, when two sides are trying to agree, you're not going to want to see each other's differences, right? Or you can't see each other's differences. And but the moment you get to a contract, you shake hands and you got to let all that go. And we did that. And so it's the same mindset going into these things. Like, things are going to come up. Things aren't going to sit right. You're going to feel slighted when they give you $1 million or $2 million less than whatever you said. And it's just the business. Play the game, play back, but don't let it get personal.
Have you come to terms with not being in the playoffs and just focusing on momentum for next year?
He said, don't let it get personal. Play the game, but don't let it get personal. Micah took it personal. Trevon Diggs took his situation personal. Don't play a personal game with the Cowboys because they'll just ship you out of there. Jerry Jones plays dirty. He's always played dirty. He fired Tom Landry, for heaven's sakes. Jerry Jones plays dirty, man. So you just got to understand that. This thing they just asked Dak about being out the playoffs, man. He's like, have you come to terms? They said, that's Clarence Hill asking him, has he come to terms with being out the playoffs? And this Dak answer.
Momentum for next year.
Yeah. I've had a couple of weeks now.
Okay.
I had a couple of weeks now. So it's like I've already processed it. It's over. He know, yeah, they get the momentum for next week. I'm glad y'all came in. I'm glad you came in, and if you stayed the whole time, that one person out there, I see you stayed the whole time. So, hey, God bless you. I love you. I hope you're having a happy New Year so far. We got a lot of good to look forward to. We're going to talk about the Word of God on here. Some socially stuff. Have you ever seen what the Somalians are doing? Remember I did a report on Somalians about 2 months ago? Boy, it's blown up. I'm looking at that thing. We're going to do a lot of talking about the Word of God in the Bible and get some people saved. Read that. Get a Bible. Read that. Get saved. Okay? Hey, look. This is Papa Benny, Apostle Benny, Dr. Benny, whatever you want to call me. I love y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.